children in their sleep. No warrants, no justice, just wait in the night. Families torn asunder, but we stand and we fight. Justice nicely calls out the names of the shame. Canton Hall of Shame, igniting the flame. Don't tread on me, don't tread on me. My tyranny becomes law. Humanity comes to it. We shall America. In Canton, Ohio, the shadows grow deep. Stark County CPS, stealing children in their sleep. No worries, no justice, just raise in the night. Families torn asunder, but we stand and we fight. Justice nicely calls out the names of the shame. Canton Hall of Shame, igniting the flame. Don't tread on me, don't tread on me. When tyranny becomes law, with tyranny, rebellion becomes student. When rebellion becomes student. Don't tread on me. In Canton, Ohio. In Canton, Ohio. In the heart of 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 Ohio. Yes, in the heart of Ohio, you guys. Canton Hall of Shame tonight live. We are doing a mass expose. Everybody wants to assume. Everybody wants to make their bullshit assumptions about who people are, what Canton Hall of Shame is, who Justin Nicely is, what we're about, what we do, and why we do it. And we're here to lay all that to rest here tonight, right here, right now. We're encouraging everybody, if you are watching tonight, please share this on your local platform. Share this with your friends. Share this with your loved ones, co-workers, everybody, because we are bringing the heat tonight from the very beginning, the entire chronological timeline with the receipts of everything as far as why Canton Hall of Shame exists and the level of tyranny and corruption that we are legitimately facing, not just here locally, but all throughout the state, all throughout the nation. Tonight, I'm going to start with my story and why I became Canton Hall of Shame, why I became an advocate, why I, as a single father of 4 children, had no choice but to step into this fight 10 toes in and, stand up. And which is what we're encouraging everybody. That's the campaign. So it started with back in 2018. I legitimately, me and my kids, we lost everything in the same year due to natural disasters and to shit baby mothers. Their mom made some really bad choices. Agencies got involved, gave me ultimatums to choose between her and my children. I told her pack her shit within 8 seconds and told her to get the hell out and get her to work on herself while I took care of the kids, and I had to rebuild the pieces. That same year, natural disaster and Mother Nature had to go ahead and give it to us. That we lost everything in Hurricane Irma. And when I say everything, our home was under 18 inches of water. Tree goes through the entire front section. There was no temporary shelters, hotels, anything like that after that storm anywhere locally. And I had to figure out, what to do. And I did it. I kept a roof over our head. God it somehow blessed us to where we were always safe. I was able to deflect from my children that they didn't know that they lost everything. They didn't know that their mom was out on the streets doing whatever. They didn't know that everything that they ever loved and known was gone, either because of natural disasters or storms or looters. A year later, we were able to move and get out here. I was able to literally come here with bags of clothes and my kids' toys is what we moved here to Ohio with. Our original residence fell through, so I was stuck having to go live at Jackson Shared Community. over with Stark Metropolitan Housing Authority. And when I say that place was a living hell, a living nightmare, it was horrible. It was horrible living in government housing. It was horrible with all the stipulations and the amendments of my rent and having to report every single damn dime and penny I made, working my ass off 70 hours plus a week, working night shifts, 6 hours, 6 days a week. I was working, 12-hour shifts from 7 to 7. And then on top of it, I was the neighborhood taxi as well. I did everything I could with 3 children to make ends meet as a single father, and I did damn well. I was able to build everything up. I was able to get me and my children, a stable financial cushion. I was able to get myself a vehicle. I was able to, build everything for me and my kids in order to get the hell out of subsidized housing and out of Stark Metropolitan Housing Authority. While I lived there, many incidences occurred with the Canton City Police Department. People that are living in subsidized housing, that are living in Stark Metro, that are living in any type of Metropolitan Housing Authority are treated with a lower disdain and level of respect as human beings. And I experienced that myself. This incident started everything. I was doing great. I mean, me and my kids finally were healing. I was busting my ass. I was working, like I said, night shift cab driver 6 days a week. I was the neighborhood cab driver. I was that door that, the kids came and knocked on when they needed their bike fixed. I was that door at Jackson Shirt that, I settled the, neighborhood disputes with the kids and the bullies around there and got them to get along. I was the one that brought out, popsicles and sidewalk chalk and all that good stuff for the kids to play and everything else along those lines, and throw the football with them and kick a soccer ball and engage with them and everything, to where these kids were staying out of trouble, staying out of riffraff, and it was the neighborhood kids spot whenever I was there, and my kids were engaged. My family was engaged. Everyone in the whole neighborhood knew me as that. I was basically the Jackson Sherrick, I guess you could say. What's it called? Lyft driver for everybody. I took people grocery shopping. I took people to places that they needed to get to. I took people to work. I took people to their jobs and brought them home. I was depended on by many. And in the process of doing that, I unfortunately, in my first experience with Canton City Police Department was on February 13th of 2019. And I was hustling my ass off to get the hell out of Jackson Shared Community, guys. I really was. I was busting my ass. I was working, like I say, my ass off, 70 hours on my regular clock job, and then on top of it, again, every other hour I could pick up to sit there and take people where they needed to go. This incident happened on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, that I took one of my neighbors grocery shopping at the Jackson Shared Community. Now, in the process of getting this guy, to Save a Lot around the corner from Jackson Shared, everybody knows where that's at Tusk. Drove him there. He got his groceries, helped him load it in the back of the trunk. My 3 kids were in the car. This is February, people, in Ohio. It's cold outside. I drove this man to the same apartment complex that I lived 50 yards away from this man's place. Helped him, got out of my car. I left my kids strapped in their car seats in a manual stick transmission vehicle, people. 18% of the damn population knows how to drive these vehicles, let alone a child being able to put it into gear and drive off. And then plus, where I was parked, I had eyes and ears on that entire car the entire time. I saw Canton police pulling in to Jackson Shared into the entrance there off of 13th in Gonder. I saw them pulling in. I don't think nothing of it because, again, I'm not breaking the law. I'm not worried about Canton City Police Department. I'm helping somebody carry their damn groceries to their home. I walk his groceries into his kitchen, drop them off, give him dap, tell him have a nice day, walk back out to my vehicle. Canton City Police Department, and Officer Brown and an Officer Cochran are standing next to a gold Chevy Impala parked next to my vehicle because it didn't have plates. They were there to give it a tow removal. That's what they were there for. And when I came out, I said hi to the officers. I engaged them, said, you know, and I tried to hand these assholes a business card to say if they ever needed somebody with a ride or they wanted leather work done, get in touch with me. And I'm going to show everybody, the masses, what I got in return. Okay? This is what you get in the city of Canton, Ohio, and when you live in Stark Metropolitan Housing Authority. This happened February 13th, 2019.
No, I'm recording this shit!
Calm down. Now, if everybody wants to know why in the hell I am so goddamn hysterical at this moment, it's because I have two officers throw me against my vehicle, handcuff me, search my pockets, go in my hoodie, go in my pants pockets, steal my damn keys, which, by the way, they lost my house keys. And thank God I had the spare fob in the damn car, which is why the only reason why I was able to drive my damn vehicle. Other than that, me and my kids would have been stuck out until 10:30 at night, locked out of our house because these assholes lost my keys in the process of doing all this shit. And this is what you get in the city of Canton, Ohio, for helping your neighbor carry fucking groceries inside their house. These officers threaten that they are taking me to jail for child fucking endangerment for keeping my kids in a warm vehicle. They threw me in handcuffs, went and questioned my kids, threw me in the back of a damn cop car for over 20 fucking minutes. But guys, it gets better than that. You think that they're done terrorizing the community? I want you to listen to Officer Brown here. He's telling a guy and one of the neighbors, and again, this is one neighbor already recording from inside their residence, incognito. There's another person who I just helped carry their groceries to the car, who also came out and started recording, asking what the hell's going on. Officer Brown wants to confront this person for recording them on all this shit that they're doing, wondering why the hell they're doing this to a father and his kids, and proceeds to threaten them. Y'all hear that? Come on, get a close-up. That's the condescending ass attitude of the Canton City Police Department. Always has been, always will be. And this is all the way back in 2019, and not a goddamn thing has changed, people. And then he's sitting there threatening the guy to go back inside, stop recording, or else I'm going to come where you're at. Does that sound like Canton City Police Department? If you don't abide to what the hell I tell you, even though I'm giving you unlawful orders, I'm going to come and harass you and retaliate against you further and abuse my position and power of authority. This is what you get for carrying groceries to your neighbor's home, people. Now, y'all notice something right there. I want y'all to pay attention. That Chevy Impala is the reason that these officers were there. Had nothing to do with me and my kids. They were there to mark that Chevy Impala parked next to my vehicle for not having any plates. They just happened to pull up as I was bringing groceries in. These people lied and opened up a case plan against me with Child Protective Services. Look at this. They're so worried about my kids, though, guys. My kids are sitting in the back seat hysterically crying right now, losing their shit. Look how interested they are in the safety and well-being of my kids, though, y'all. My kid started crying. He goes, "Oh, Lord." The entire engagement was recorded. They let me out of the car, and this is after child endangerment charges they tried to press on me. There was no criminal offense ever pressed. No charges were ever pressed on me. This is just a complaint of the report log. There was never any charges. These assholes opened up CPS case plans on me for this. Child endangerment for keeping my kids in that car right there, folks. Warm. And for dropping off groceries to my neighbor when they were there to mark that car for tow. Had absolutely nothing to do with me and my kids, but they wanted to harass us. For over 20 minutes, they kept me in the backseat of that cruiser. Let me out, uncuffed me. I checked on my kids, then I turned around and I dog cussed their lives. And then I was locked out of my home until 10:30 at night before I was able to get back into the home. Because these assholes took my keys. And of course, when I filed grievance and complaints back in February when this happened, and they opened CPS case plans against me, that I sat there and they found it completely unfounded. They didn't do anything wrong. They did nothing wrong, guys. That was my first engagement. And again, they opened up Child Protective Services case plans against me. Child Protective Services comes, does an investigation, 4 months later, closes it out, sends me a damn letter in the mail saying, you know, your case is closed, you're very bonded with your family. I had every intention and plan to get the fuck out of there from that point on. I had to get the hell out of the city of Canton from that point on. There was no grievance process. These people aren't accountable, and it's ran by a bunch of tyrant assholes who want to abuse members of the public. And you bear witness to that. Who the hell would want to live like that? So, about 4 months later, my lease ended. Here's my lease, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I'm all about truth and transparency. That was my address at the Jackson Share Community, Start Metropolitan Housing Authority. You see the date at the end of my lease, people. June 30th, 2019 is when I was supposed to be out. Now, I saved up money. I got myself a vehicle. I stacked up a whole bunch of cash. Found my place nice in Massillon. I got a new place in Massillon. I signed a lease, and I'm going to show everybody the date of the lease that was signed. That was the address I was moving to in Massillon, people, on July 1st, 2019. Now, unfortunately, I was a victim of a slumlord. I paid my first month's rent. I paid my security deposit. I had deals and plans and arrangements made with this landlord, this slumlord, to fix the property up in its entirety. I'm talking new carpets, new doors, new windows, new tile in the kitchen, new cabinets, new everything. I mean, complete renovation of this entire house. And plus, I was responsible for all the utilities. I was responsible for all the appliances. So it wasn't because of a lack of money issue. That wasn't the issue. I busted my ass. I saved up enough cash to be able to do all of this. The issue is that this slumlord refused to get rid of the prior tenants who were living there. Never evicted them. made me sign a lease, took my first month's rent, took my security deposit, just conveniently forgot to evict the prior tenants. And when I say I went to everybody, I went to everybody. I went to the police department. I went to the prosecutor's office. I went to, legal aid. I went to everyone. And you know what everyone kept telling me, y'all? It's a civil matter, nothing we can do. And here I am trying to figure out how me and my 3 kids, where the fuck we're going to live. Because I got Star Metropolitan Housing Authority on my ass saying, you need to pay the rent. Oh, well, it's here. Well, we're not going to accept your payment. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I got to move in. I can't. Police won't help me. Prosecutor won't help me. Law department won't help me. Nobody will help me. Landlord sure as hell didn't want to pick up the phone. He got his money. So, I go to the prosecutor on July 24th, 2019, Massillon City Prosecutor's Office, thinking that maybe somebody will fucking help finally and get rid of these squatters. They're smoking methamphetamine in the house. They ran it like a fucking trap house. There's like 20 damn people in and out of the damn place. These people, on this day, when we found out, when we went there with police escort to get them all removed, found out they stole everything we owned. Everything that was dropped off, locked up, boarded up, screwed shut in a room. They stole it all. All my kids' shit, everything. Here's the police report from July 24th, 2019. And it states, July 24th, officers were dispatched to 817 Main Avenue. Now, in reference to what was supposed to be a civil standby, Justin Nicely stated that he resides there at that address. I signed my lease. You all saw it. And a female living in the residence by the name of, I will not state her damn name, the tweaker's name that was there and her little squatter friends, has been served with a 3-day notice by the property manager. Now, according to Nicely, Blank was allowed to move in via the past tenant. When they moved out, she stayed. That's right. She was staying with the prior tenants who did have a lease there and never fucking left the place. And here I am stuck with her squatter tweaker ass and all her friends who refused to leave. Nicely states that they were there to grab some of his and his children's belongings as well as his. Officers attempted to make contact in the front door. However, we learned it was screwed shut as they met us at the side door. Yeah, I had to crawl up to the second-story window, climb in through one of the bedrooms to where 5-6 people scattered like roaches, hauling ass, all out the windows, the doors, everything. I mean, I go downstairs to try to open the door, kind of find out the damn front door is screwed shut. The side door is screwed shut. I unscrewed that and let the officers in. Blank met us at the side door. We advised her that we were there so Nicely could be able to get some of his belongings. And when Nicely went into the house to his room, he became irate and began to scream, yell, and curse. Yes, you're damn right. I just found out everything I have worked my ass off for in the past year and a half after losing fucking everything was gone. Gone. My kid's PlayStation, his Minecraft game, that world that he set up for months and months and months, that he loved that thing. Our TVs, our DVDs, our videos, our toys, our clothes, even our fucking toothbrushes, everything gone, people, gone. On top of this witch not leaving. Nicely states someone stole 2 televisions, PlayStation, Blu-ray, surround sound, mini speakers, subs. Claims that the person responsible for the theft was Blank. No damn good and well it was. He claims that she's a meth head and has people in and out of the house. They both wanted the other removed from the property. Now, I'm telling him that I live there. I'm legally allowed to be there. I paid the rent. This chick, I had to turn off all the electricity, turn off all the power, every damn thing, because it was all in my name and she refused to leave. This lady refused to fucking leave. I had no ties to these people. Nicely called the property manager to no avail. Wasn't that always the story? Every time with this asshole, I could never get a hold of him. Then was able to get a hold of the property manager's girlfriend. It appears that the property manager allowed Nicely to move in before Blank was evicted. I looked over the paperwork that Nicely has, and it says Nicely and his 3 children are the only ones on the lease. Blank stated she's going to make the property manager go through the entire eviction process in order to remove her. She wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place, people. And this squatter had more rights to my home I paid for than I did. Child Services showed up to the house in order to evaluate where Nicely was going to stay and to try to convince Blank to leave the residence and go be with her children who were at her sister's home. Blank refused to leave the residence and stated she wasn't going to go anywhere. Both Blank and Nicely were advised by Lieutenant Greenfield that until the eviction process is complete, both had rights to the residence and we could not force either to leave. Nicely began to work on a temporary place for he and his children to avoid any problems. I'm the one who grabbed up what little belongings I have left. And then, do you think CPS, after the Massillon City prosecutors called them and they came out, you think CPS helped me and my family? Helped us maybe with just put us in a hotel for a few days so I can get shit figured out. No, you know what they did? They forced me to go back to Jackson Sherrick. Back to my old apartment that I'm not supposed to be there. I should have been moved out of it already. And forced me to go back there with nothing. It gets better though. You think CPS was done? You think that they could do more? Oh yeah, they did. 4 days later, people. I'm going to show you what happened 4 days later. The reason they wanted to bring me back to Jackson Sherrick and back to the city of Canton, Ohio, is because that's who the city of Canton, Ohio conspires with all the time. That's who CPS and the agency that they conspire with to go after parents who are indigent, go after parents and single parents especially who are in a time of need or in trouble, and how they flip the narrative around. I cussed these CPS workers out for not helping me and my family. I told them to kick fucking bricks and don't come back again. Because they didn't do a fucking thing to help me and my kids. Nothing. Except make us go back. 4 days later, they show up to my fucking house again. They showed up to the Jackson Sherrick community. We're going to show everybody. We're bringing receipts tonight. This is a mass expose and I encourage you all share. CPS workers going to location to implement a safety plan for 3 children in a home. Oh my goodness. On July 29th, 2019, people. CPS calls CPS of Stark County, Bree MacArthur and Katie Pavick, contact Kansas City Police Department. Meeting with Justin Nicely. Complaint had an issue with him last week. Got very irate and she had to leave. You damn right. She will be in a Nissan Sentra, a red one. Complaint is a male that really hates the police. This is what the CPS is telling Kansas City Police Department on the call log. Priors, disorderly conduct and trespass. 3 children ruled Juvenile Rule 6 en route. 2 hours later, guys. I want y'all to check this. Now, that was the call log. Wait a minute. They're going to my house, CPS, and all of a sudden, they stole my kids? Here we go, folks. Officers were dispatched to 1124 13th Street to assist CPS with removing children from the residence. Officers arrived. Dad! Hold on a moment. Okay, baby, your tablet can get fixed, hon. Chill. Okay, tell her to give it back now, or I'll beat her up. Now, no, guys, the focus here is off. Sorry about that. My daughter had a meltdown about her tablet. Hey, give it back. Go to bed now. Thank you. Enough. Don't argue. Now, officers arrived and removed the children from an uncooperative Justin Nicely. He had tested positive for methamphetamine in a drug screening. They were sent to stay in a home in North Canton. And this was on date July 29th, 2019, that they're saying all this. Kansas City Police Department says that Justin Nicely tested positive for methamphetamine in a drug screening. This was what Kansas City Police was told by the caseworkers. Conveniently, I was smart enough to force them to give me a fucking drug test that day, even though after they adamantly said that, no, we don't have any. Oh, I went straight down to their facility after they snatched and kidnapped my children on July 29th, the same day they said that I'm under the influence of methamphetamine. You see the date it was collected? Here you go, folks. July 29th, 2019, guys. Where's all that methamphetamine that was supposedly in my system? And when have you ever heard of children being kidnapped and stolen for the sake of marijuana? Amphetamine, negative. Methamphetamine, negative. Cocaine, negative. Opioids, negative. Benzos, I believe, I don't know what the fuck that is. Negative. Methadone, negative. Oxycodone, negative. Fentanyl, negative. Tramadol, negative. Whatever, blah, 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 negative. Everything fucking negative except for marijuana, which I've been 100% advocate for and more than open about. My entire existence, I've never hidden the fact I've smoked weed. I was one of the main advocates out here to get the shit legalized. So Kansas City Police Department, where's all this methamphetamine that was in my system? You know, on July 29th, 2019, when you came and kidnapped my family and my kids. And everybody else that talks shit. You know, they clown, you know, about my busted grill. If you look close, you see this big scar going in through my chin right here. How all of this was shattered. Yeah, you know, everybody wants to talk shit. Here, I got something else for your asses. This is a whole file folder filled to the fucking brim of drug tests. A shit ton of them. And every single fucking one of them. Negative across the board except... Oh no, he's positive for... Oh my goodness. Negative, 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 negative on every fucking thing. Everything. Everything. And this was every test, people. This is every test. This is every test. 28 fucking color-coded drug tests for marijuana, people. Now, the truth of the matter is, everybody's asking, why would they take your kids? It's because, if you look at the date on July 29, 2019, I want everybody to read what this piece of paper is. A safety plan. Justin is tested positive for substances. Dad will not be unsupervised around my children. Me. I'm not allowed to be unsupervised around me. I can't be unsupervised around my babies. Hey, Bree MacArthur, Katie Pavick, is it because I refuse to fucking sign your safety plan? Adamantly refuse to sign your safety plan. That's why you JR6 my kids and kidnapped them from me by using Kansas City Police Department in their ignorance Yes, every one of the Kansas City Police Department are fucking ignorant, but this is why you stole my children and kidnapped them from me. Right here, people. I refuse to sign the goddamn safety plan. That's the truth. But you think it could get worse, right? It can't get any worse. When they stole my kids, do you think CPS helped me at all? As far as, temporary residence or anything like that? Helped me get rid of the squatters who, by the way, did have active and open case plans already with Child Protective Services? Was positive for every drug under the fucking sun? Was the squatter who refused to leave me and my children's home? You think I got any help? No. You know what they did? Oh, it gets better. Oh, it gets way better, guys. And I'm encouraging y'all, share this. Because I'm exposing it all with receipts, people. Star Metropolitan Housing Authority decided to evict me. Here it is on August 2nd. That's right. Good old Phil Giavasis. They decided to try to evict me from Star Metropolitan Housing Authority. Now, guys, you're probably asking, oh, Jesus, you're probably way behind on your rent. You weren't making payments and everything else. No, I have them documented in the activity logs. And CPS's own activity logs when they went and talked to that witch over there at Star Metropolitan Housing Authority with the Jackson Sheriff community to ask her and talk to her to say what's going on with my rental situation, what's going on with that. She's documented and conspiring to tell them, end quote, that she is going to intentionally screw me. End quote. She's going to screw me. Take that in there, Bear. You gotta take it in there. You always get your knuckles, absolutely. All right, I love you, Bear. Yeah. And guess what? She did. CPS helped them conspire after kidnapping my kids, after saying I'm under the influence of a substance I've never touched a day in my fucking life. Under a juvenile rule 6 with no court order, no warrants to come into my fucking home and search it and everything else. Oh, you think it got worse? No, they did more. No. Who do you know ever who's been evicted for $44 fucking dollars, people? Filed August 19th. I was evicted for $44. I was evicted for $44, people. Now, it wasn't a matter of I didn't have the money. I had plenty of goddamn money. And I'm going to show the receipts. Again, I'm all about truth and transparency. When the city of Canton, Ohio, the leadership, the Kansas City Police Department, any one of you fuck-ass trolls out there, any of you can call me a liar, that's when I'll shut the fuck up. Well, they kidnapped my kids. They conspired to have me evicted. And they thought I would just roll over. No, Justin Nicely is a very rare breed. Justin Nicely learned landlord-tenant law and filed a 7-day notice of compliance against the landlord and got the health department involved, the code enforcement involved, gave them the inspections and had the services expedited, served the fucking squatter and had her ass removed personally by my damn self. All within 2 weeks, I was in my home renovating that shit like I originally planned in the first place. All right? But it didn't stop Child Protective Services to think that they were going to just kidnap my fucking kids and traffic them. They had every plan in the world to keep them in the system. They had no intentions on giving them back. They did not know that they dealt with the Papa Bear from hell that was going to bring it to them. They fucked up taking my kids. But conveniently, here's the activity logs from Child Protective Services. And I want to show everybody this too. When I say that they trafficked my fucking kids, when they kidnapped them with no legal grounds and authority or warrants to do such, I'm going to prove it to you tonight. And I'm going to show everybody. These are the activity logs right here, folks. And I want you to pay attention to this special date. Because on every single one of them, It's on there. 74 fucking pages, people. That is the final date of the activity logs. Was August 20th of 2019 that they had my children. Now, they still had my children on August 20th. They had my children all the way up until October 17th. They kidnapped them July 29th, 2019. The activity logs for them end on August 20th. You want to know why? Because Child Protective Services, Bree MacArthur, Katie Pavick, were hiding the fact that my kids were being used, abused, and trafficked to New York. Here's the first trip to New York. And conveniently, again, the activity logs, they all end on August 20th, 2019. Look when the first trip to New York was, people. Signed by fucking Judge James. Do you see the date? Trafficked to Cheektowaga, New York. For vacation from August 24th to August 25th with 3 kids that you just kidnapped. Yeah, oh no, guys. Oh, no, it's only just one trip to New York, man. Maybe it was a vacation. Okay, then maybe someone can explain the second trip to New York. On September 12th, signed by the judge, to Cicero, fucking New York with my 3 kids. For, a vacation. Oh, maybe they got a lot of family, guys. Oh, no, hold on, wait a minute then. Maybe someone can explain the third fucking trip to New York, September 18th. This time to Buffalo. Buffalo, New York, the third trip. My children were kidnapped and trafficked to. And what's so funny is, conveniently after that third trip, there's an emergency placement to a secondary foster home. My oldest son, on the first supervised visit when they brought him to the facility, was sitting in his own feces. Oh, it gets better. My daughter's hair used to go down to her back, was chopped off at the fucking shoulders, looking like some 1950s vintage doll. Sick, sadistic shit was being done to my fucking kids. And I had my visit threatened that if I were to file a complaint, they would take my kids and I wouldn't be able to see them anymore. And then, after they tried to pull all their shit, realizing, oh, we fucked up and we fucked up royally, my first hearing was October 17th of 2019. Mother is not involved with her children. Her whereabouts are unknown. She was last believed to be in Florida. Case plan services were developed and centered around housing for the children. Father completed conquest assessment. Recommendations included father having drug-tested treatment, mental health services, and father's already connected to mental health professionals regarding his PTSD with Ohio Guidestone. His oldest son is also connected with counseling services. Yeah, the counseling services already had established before you fuckers ever got involved with me and my family. Children and father are bonded, and interaction between father and children are good. Agency provided assistance for father for appropriate housing. However, those efforts were not successful due to father being evicted. You mean the eviction you conspired against me? And what provided assistance did y'all give me? You know what provided assistance CPS gave me and my kids? A $35 fucking gas card. Do you think they helped with the eviction process on the squatters? No. Do you think they gave me and my kids temporary residence? No. Do you think they helped me and my children as far as their bullshit accusations of accusing me of being a fucking negligent father and a drug addict? No. You think they helped me as far as trafficking my kids? No. No. They dropped my kids off on the front porch on October 17th, 2019 after that hearing and said bye-bye, no follow-up. After doing all of that shit. Hey, go take that in there, baby. You gotta take that in there. You gotta take it in there. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna put someone to bed real quick. She's being temperamental. Someone is pissed off at me, guys. Good night, Bear. It's 9:30, babe. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the tablet from you then if you're gonna throw a fit. Okay, I'm gonna take the tablet. Now, after they dropped my kids off and gave them back in October 17th, 2019, after doing that shit, after they trafficked them, after they had no reason and justification for even taking my kids, accusing me of being a drug addict, realizing they screwed up, do you think I was entitled to any grievance process? No! I wasn't allowed to even file a fucking complaint against Kansas City Police Department for coming into my home. I wasn't allowed to file a complaint and grievance against Child Protective Services for kidnapping and trafficking my fucking kids and accusing me of, above all people, of all the hell I've gone through to save and protect my children. They accuse me of being a negligent father. Conspiring with this agency not once but twice now to try to sit there and fuck with me and my family. Not help me in my worst crisis I've ever faced in my entire existence. COVID happened, people. COVID came. Do you understand the timeline now? COVID happened in 2020. Everything shut down. I had no grievance process entitled to me. 2 months after they did all this shit to me and my children, I didn't have no resolve. None. I wasn't allowed to file a complaint. I wasn't allowed to file a complaint with Child Protective Services, Kansas City Police Department, City of Canton. And it wasn't for my fucking lack of trying. Everything was shut down. And they didn't reopen again for another 2 years. 2 fucking years before they finally reopened. And I was finally able to start making phone calls, trying to make progress. And that entire time while everybody's locked down in COVID, losing their shit, playing with lint balls in the corner, I set up a plan. I put it in my mindset that day, right then and there, that I was not going to let this go. I was not going to just let them brush this shit under the rug and sweep it all under like it didn't never fucking happen. And I was going to sit there and hold them accountable. And that was a promise I made to my kids. That was a promise I made to myself. That was a promise I made to countless others to make sure that this shit never fucking happened again. I did a deep dive audit, deep dive investigation. I filed the money. I sat there and learned about procedures, process, rights, entitlement, family courts, Title 4D, 4E. And I did the deep dive rabbit hole searches that needed to be done in order to make sure that foundationally I had the knowledge needed to fight back against this shit. So when I came out swinging. And my first attempt to try to file any type of complaint and grievance with Child Protective Services was 2 years later, people. March 24th, 2022. I don't even need to look at the fucking paper to tell you the dates. I'm telling you, every date, every engagement, all recorded, everything documented from that point on. And to show y'all, this is what happened on March 24th. My first engagement to try to make an attempt and effort. Complainant is an employee. Advised that the father has an open case and is outside with security causing issues. Upset over an open case. Male has been told about private and public spaces and has been trespassed from this location. Really? Is that how it played out? Or did I go there and ask to file a grievance and also ask these assholes for the remainder of my activity logs, is what I asked for. I wanted the remainder of my activity logs. I wanted to know what happened after the last trip to New York and Buffalo. I want to know why there was an emergency placement to a secondary foster home. I want to know why you all swept all this shit under the fucking rug and why they end the day before the trips to New York when you trafficked my children began. So, in Canton Hall of Shame fashion, that was the 911 call. When I went in there and I asked to file a grievance and for the remainder of the activity logs, I had security surround me, threaten me out of the building, and chase me around the fucking parking lot. Wouldn't even let me get to my vehicle, which was parked in their parking lot. Was telling me that this is private property in the area around Child Protective Services. And refused to even let me go to my car. So I'm going to pull up the video here real quick, guys. And I'm going to show you the incompetence level of Kansas City Police Department and this agency's go-to, their personal Gestapo that they call to intervene with our procedures and process at our county buildings, and how the city of Canton has everything to fucking do with Child Protective Services. Everything. When it comes to taking our kids, when it comes to filing the reports and the fake accusations and bullshit accusations against us, when it comes to coming to our homes with no warrants and under their bullshit allegations only, and a biased caseworker saying something, when it comes to trying to file grievance with our county offices, it's Canton City that stops us every fucking time. So I'm going to show you all my first engagement with Child Protective Services in my attempts and effort to try to file grievance. That's what I was there for. Now, I read to you what they said. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up real quick. Give me a second, because again, technology, we're not good bedfellows. We don't get along. I'm going to go ahead and pull up good old YouTube. And if anybody hasn't been able to go to the Canton Hall of Shame YouTube channel, I encourage you all, please do. Because every single video and engagement that we've had is there. All the corruption, it's there. Oh, man. And we're having connection issues. I knew that we would. Oh, son of a biscuit. So, let's do this. Where there's a will, there's a way. We don't ever stop at Canton Hall of Shame, guys. So, I'm going to show everybody the video of what actually took place and happened to me when I went to Child Protective Services, when I went to ask for activity logs and to file a grievance. I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming, I wasn't creating a fucking scene, I wasn't acting a goddamn ass. And I'm tired of that bullshit narrative constantly being played, is that's all we do when we show up to these places. No, that's not what we do. Let's see the video from March 24th. Here we go, folks. Alright, guys, another one for Canton Hall of Shame. This incident is from the beginning, right after COVID finally was done and they started semi-opening the offices back up to us. I go over there to Child Protective Services trying to get the remainder of my activity logs that I have 76 pages of. Alright, guys, another one for... I give it. Saying that they'll cut it if I try to get a supervisor involved. This is just the start of what they did, and I went there to try to file a formal request for the activity logs and ask some questions about being able to file grievance in the matter. And then, I got maybe 2 questions out of my mouth before they said the lady's name was Denise Smith. Said if she's done talking to me, I need to leave. And then she had 2 securities officers. Pretty much, this is like the common thing in Stark County, city of Canton. They get the security, and then they sit there and try to physically get me to get out of the building. I figured I wasn't going anywhere with these people. I grabbed my stuff, I walked out, and instead of leaving me alone, they followed me outside the building. They're chasing me around the damn parking lot, telling me I need to leave. Damn crap's ridiculous, but this is the 911 call they made after. Again, keep in mind, I'd already left the building. I'm trying to call the Ozbudsman group and everything to get some advice as far as what my next steps could be, because these people were just being damn horrible. And instead of being able to make a phone call, I'm getting chased around by security, told I need to leave, get off the property, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's public property. I had impending business. I had already voluntarily walked outside myself. From that point on, the engagement should have ended. I should have been left the hell alone, but it didn't, and this is all that happened. So here's a 911 call made by Child Protective Services, March 24th. This is 2022. If you guys can articulate a crime during this call, let me know. My computer's slow, guys.
911, where's your emergency?
Oh, yes. Hi, we're at Children's Services, downtown Canton, at 402 2nd Street, Southeast.
I'm sorry, what's the address on 2nd Street, Southeast?
We're at Children's Services, 402 2nd Street, Southeast.
What's going on there?
We just have a dad of a recent case that's that is just not being nice to the guards, and they're outside, and they told us to call. So not sure if they're fighting or what the deal is. They're outside of the building. If someone could just drive by and see.
Okay. What's his name?
His name is Justin Nicely.
How do you spell the last name?
Nicely.
Is he white, black, or Hispanic? What's he wearing?
He's white.
Do you know what he's wearing?
I don't know what he's wearing. What's he wearing? A gray hoodie? I think a gray sweatshirt.
Okay. And then is he just like upset of the case over the case, or?
Yeah, we just having some problems with him.
Giving me my paperwork.
All right, and I'm sorry, what was your name?
My name's Emily.
What's a good phone number for you there?
330 451
Hall of Shame.
451-8033.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All right.
I think the cops just drove by.
Okay, yeah, we had a couple other trouble calls. They might have been going. Oh, okay. One should be on the way.
Yeah, and he has brown boots on. He has a green hoodie. Dark. It's a dark
He's in
hoodie.
the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now, last I checked, I didn't hear. Now, that was the phone call made by Child Protective Services. This is what happened when the officer shows up. And I want you to keep in mind, again, I had no open cases with these people. My children had been home already for fucking 2 years. They dropped my children off with no follow-up, no nothing, and left my kids there. And that was it. My case has been closed. I wanted to file a grievance. I wanted to file complaints for kidnapping and the trafficking and everything. And this is the ignorance I had to deal with when the Canton City Police Department shows up. And this is what you have to deal with every fucking time. Yes. And you gotta keep in mind there's a 30-second time delay before you hear audio. We'll go full screen. This is after they called 911. If I can. And I went in. I don't think I can on this one. Try to get the rest of my paperwork. Yeah, they ran major activity logs and then also the be able to find out how to file grievance. So here it is. Now I want to also make a clarification that the officers who showed up, Crystal France, you're going to hear this name quite a fucking bit involved with Child Protective Services and her conspiring with this godforsaken agency to go after parents and cover up for this agency with their nefarious ass behavior. So this is one of the other officers that showed up, who, Officer Fisher, is no longer with the Canton City Police Department, thank God, but his level of ignorance to the actual laws of trespass, public and private property, is right up there with the rest of them. And I want you to see how belligerent I'm acting, y'all. Listen, watch.
I understand you've been asked to leave.
I did, sir. I left out of the building. I was sitting outside on a public easement making a phone.
This is actually...
I came outside on a public easement, boss. That's all I'm trying to do.
This is still part of that property.
Sir, is this a public easement? Yes or no?
I would say that is. This is not.
Is this public access?
Looks like a public access to me right
This
there.
is not.
It looks pretty public to me.
Well, you see, once you leave the sidewalk,
Wrong.
you are now on private property.
Wrong.
See this sign here?
And that sign says private parking area.
And see this concrete here? That's part from
Nothing
the
to do
business.
with
Okay, let me ask
Step over here.
being on the property. Now, that's so crazy is that this man is telling me that I'm standing on private property as soon as I cross this invisible little fucking threshold. He's talking about, you see the sign here? That sign said, notice this is a private parking area. Anyone here with non-impending business and this, that, and the other can be susceptible to a tow. Again, that's not any type of non-accessible public area where my vehicle was actually parked in the moment too, by the way. This idiot is talking about the private property, supposedly, that I'm on. My vehicle's parked there. Property, being allowed to be there.
Yes, now ask me a question.
Absolutely. If somebody's okay?
The sidewalk here, yes.
Oh, yeah. How did it get to the building? How did it get in?
Well,
Don't
you
they have to walk on a public access sidewalk to get to that door?
Yep.
Yes or no?
you get on the private, like right here, because I'm accessing. I'm interested. I'm interested in accessing this private business, right? This business.
Private business, people. I'm hearing this.
And I have a reason to be here, right?
I have a reason to be here. I came in.
And you're allowed to be here, and nobody's kicked you out of this building.
They told me to leave. I walked out of the building. Okay.
And again, just because they told me to leave.
That's because
That's their impression.
This is still
This is where it's all twisted.
Line right here.
Yes.
All the way out there.
So,
Now, if you follow me, sir. You touch me. Well, follow me.
They love touching me too.
That's fine. That's fine. See all the way down here. You keep walking all the way down here with me. I'll keep showing you.
Yeah, he's polite, but a condescending son of a bitch, ain't he? Now, you hear the passive-aggressive sarcasm that this officer is fucking going, and in the whole time, he is a complete idiot to the laws and the rights of public and private property of trespass. I was never given formal notice. I was never getting written notice. I've never been trespassed from this agency. I was there with impending business, and this asshole's making up invisible borders because there's this little fence that goes around, but yet it's publicly accessible on all sides. We can go set up shop right there 10 feet away from that door, and we have every intention on planning on doing such too. We are going to be doing a CPS takeover, not just in Stark County, but every county across the damn state. We are doing a CPS takeover, passing out the Parents' Bible, and informing the masses of your rights to protect yourself from shit just like this. And we are going to teach the Canton City Police Department, the City of Canton, Ohio, Stark County Sheriff's Department, you better get off your ass and start stepping up, or we're going to start making a hellstorm all throughout the city of Canton to stop ignorance just like this.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time. You're asking a question.
Oh, educating me.
We're walking.
This guy's educating me. You hear him?
Right now, public. See everything behind this fence? Everything behind this fence?
Yep.
From here right
It's public.
now. Everything behind this fence?
Public.
Right over there, including that concrete?
Public.
That is not a sidewalk. It's not a sidewalk.
No shit. No one said anything about
And
that.
just because it's made of concrete and looks the same.
Who the hell said anything about it being a sidewalk? I said that is a designated public forum. That is public access. And we're going to show everybody just how true and right I am and how wrong Canton City Police Department is. We're going to show that tonight when we did our protest and how bad it was for them that they had to do what we call the Canton Hall of Shame, Walk of Shame.
Same as the sidewalk. Does not make it a sidewalk.
I said that.
That is not public.
That is public, sir.
It's not.
It certainly is.
It's called private property. Just because you could walk somewhere doesn't make it public access.
Got impending business. Wait a minute. Do you hear the words that are coming out of this idiot's mouth? Just because you can publicly access it doesn't make it a public access. This is the Canton City Police Department and their level of ignorance. Chief John Gabbard, I'm calling you to fuck out. Your whole department are a bunch of idiots when it comes to the basic laws. Your whole damn department are a bunch of tyrants when it comes to our basic civil liberties and grievance processes. Your whole fucking department is a plague on the city of Canton, and it's all that's public and a danger to the community because of their ignorance. And that's what I'm trying to get through to the city of Canton, Ohio. And I'm not going to stop until you guys get it through your thick fucking heads that this is unacceptable.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm telling you, you're talking semantics.
And the threat. I'm talking semantics, or am I talking legal facts? That is public property. All of that was public property. When I left that building voluntarily, those security guards had no business following me outside and chasing my ass around the parking lot. And instead of the officer following the law like they're supposed to, instead of Canton City Police Department asking questions on why these security guards are allowed to assault me and chase me around and prevent me from going to my vehicle and prevent me from being able to file grievance, prevent me from doing all this shit armed. That means that's aggravated, people. Why aren't they investigating that crime?
Law is semantics. No, you're talking semantics.
And opinions.
Just like this. Look at this. Is this public right here?
Yep.
Am I allowed to be here because it's public?
No, I'm not standing straight.
Fucking roadway. You're right.
Relevance is none. See, and that's something else the Canton City Police Department does. This asshole goes and stands in the middle of the roadway. Is this public? Yeah, jackass, it's still public. But am I allowed to stand here? No, you're standing in the middle of a fucking roadway, dipshit. What does that have to do with Child Protective Services property when I was on public property being chased around a public parking lot? Again, they bring up irrelevant shit. Just like you saw in the council meeting Monday night with those sarcastic, condescending asses. People, it's 2026. This is 2022. They haven't learned a fucking thing. And it's gotten worse.
Just because it's concrete, it looks like a sidewalk. It's part of this. It's part of this private premise.
That is public.
No.
It is public. And look who's out there.
Here, and they told you to leave.
Hi, John.
For trespassing right now.
I walked right out of the building.
Okay.
I left. I came out here to make a phone call, and they followed me out.
Okay. And now you're here.
They're calling the police on me. I'm like, for what? I'm making a phone call.
And now you're here.
Yeah, and now I'm here. So are you going to investigate law enforcement officer Fisher and law enforcement officer Crystal France of the Canton City Police Department under the oath you swore to find out why the fuck security is chasing me around a public parking lot? No. You think they ever did, people? But don't be mad about it.
Because you asked the question, and I'm educating you.
No, you ain't educating shit. I'm incorrect.
You are incorrect. I am not asking you.
Okay, I'm asking.
This is not public property.
Oh, it's not?
Correct.
Y'all better learn.
Publicly accessible.
Hey,
That does not make it public property.
It sure as hell does.
public property, but it's accessible to the public.
And therefore,
Walk on, right? That's what I'm asking, right?
for private people.
Yes, it's my.
For private people. So you mean to tell me that this agency can come to our homes with no warrants, kidnap our fucking kids, you guys can come into our homes with no warrants off of their allegation alone, off of their words alone, and their little papers alone, and come into my fucking house, go through my cupboards, go through my drawers, go through my closets, snatch my fucking kids away from me, traffic them to New York on 3 different trips to 3 different cities all in 1 month's time, give them back and drop them off on my porch, have a nice day, no follow-up, but yet me, because I'm a member of the public that was offended by this agency, now 2 years later, after trying like hell because y'all were closed, I'm not allowed at this building? I can't come to a building that y'all are kidnapping and trafficking children at? Why are y'all protecting these assholes?
I had business here, and I needed to go to the building.
And then they asked you to leave? They asked you to leave the premises?
I walked out.
Did you walk over here?
Well, I told my kid.
What does that matter? Do you hear this irrelevant shit the Canton City Police Department does? Did you walk over all the way off? No, I didn't. Because I don't have to. I should be able to step outside voluntarily and make a call without being chased by security, without being chased around, without being threatened, harassed, bullied.
Vehicle's here, still okay.
Oh, yeah. My vehicle's still here.
I'm not trying to create an issue. They are, believe it or not. They have created this issue. Look, I came here because they have their authority challenge. They don't like that. They didn't like it. I was 100% cordial in there. I didn't curse at anybody. I haven't yelled at anyone. I'm pretty sure Mr. McIntosh, I've been pretty
Macintosh.
cordial. Like with you, sir. You haven't, but you're not trying to.
By his own admission, I've been 100% cordial this entire engagement. And how I'm acting right here, ladies and gentlemen, is how I was acting inside that goddamn building to have security threaten me, chase me out, CPS make false claims on a 911 call, misusing their operating system to call these assholes out here to harass me further and tell me about shit that is not true. About imaginary lines that don't exist, about how public property is private, and hear this ignorance and being told I'm wrong. But don't be mad about it.
What is going on?
Mr. Maxley.
What I'm trying to do is just get paperwork.
That's fine.
Trying to do.
I have at least done my best to educate you that while
Educate me.
it is publicly accessible, it is not private property. It's private property.
I will agree to disagree.
I can't argue with your
I will
Neanderthals.
take your word for it. I am not trying to create an issue today, sir.
Well,
That's not mine.
let's try to alleviate any future issues.
No.
Alleviate any future issues. Let me threaten you.
All right, now you're dissatisfied with your case, whatever's going on.
No, I
what paperwork are you trying to get?
I have absolutely no case with them. I actually beat these people.
What do you have here?
What I have here is that my kids are in counseling because of the damages that they have caused me and my family to you.
That's right. Me, my children, we're all of us, in fucking therapy from the trauma that they created. My son, my younger son, with his goddamn night terrors, every fucking night screaming out. My other son having issues being able to use a bathroom. My daughter, afraid, petrified, couldn't sleep by herself, always crawling into my goddamn bed, dude. Yeah, 2 years later, we were all in goddamn therapy after this shit. Originally, I had me and my children in therapy, my oldest son, for fucking separation anxiety with his mother. Which ended up turning into all 3 of my children and me, all of us, in therapy for trauma induced by the goddamn system, and all I've been looking for is fucking answers on what happened to my kids. And this is what I deal with.
Years ago, they tried to take my kids away from me. 3 months of hell I had to fight.
What documentation are you trying to get here?
I'm trying to get the entire discovery file involving the case of them having my children in foster care systems, for my kids' counselors, so we can have an attorney.
That's the ever famous phrase. Go get a lawyer. Why do I need an attorney to file a fucking grievance? City of Canton, Ohio. Jason Reese, your famous phrase. Every time we've asked to file formal criminal complaints against these assholes, go get a lawyer. Every time I try to file grievance, John Romanowski with the county, go get a lawyer, my case is closed. You're damn right my case is closed, because you assholes try to sweep everything under the rug. Where's my fucking grievance?
Issues. I'm trying to go through the ACLU, the Bar Association. I've been on this reason. No, I don't have one. It costs a lot of money for people to do all this and everything, and people that don't have an excessive amount of funds and 6-figure incomes,
I understand
they
that.
don't really have any justice. And this is a perfect example.
The reason that they were likely involved probably involves some police report filed or other, right? At some point in time, or no? No. Okay. Well, you have a docket, a case docket,
As far as
in family court or something like that.
Not trying to get a docket. I'm trying to get the remainder of the activity logs that they won't release.
See, what I have is what they have here with the Child Protective Services is called a discovery file.
And my attorney, who happened to be none other than Kristen Gardado now, people, the one that's a sitting court judge, you know, the same one that when I was arrested just recently for a criminal trespass from public property was the one who refused to let me argue my probable cause in regards to that matter. Is the same one who slid the paper across the table to me, telling me, just sign this paper claiming dependency and your kids are coming home this afternoon on October 17th. The same attorney who didn't even show up to the fucking hearing that afternoon. Yeah, Kristen Gardado. And she was supposed to get me all my activity logs. Never did. Never did, people. But that discovery file was activity logs.
That happened with the children in
There's the file. You tried to get it. What happened?
They didn't even let me ask for it.
Okay.
Yeah, they called the police and called you guys.
That have this information.
Okay.
In order to get that information, I have to deal with these people and try to get this information.
Okay.
What happened was that I asked them some questions that they were uncomfortable with.
Okay.
And they didn't like it.
Okay.
And again, I was as cordial as I'm being with you right now, sir, is as cordial as I was inside that office. I did not raise my voice once. I didn't curse. I didn't threaten anybody. And I'm being a
Have you ever been arrested?
So, a couple
I'm not talking about getting arrested right now. Okay. So, did you have the public defender represent you, or did you?
Here we go. Threaten with an arrest.
Okay.
Let's threaten them with the arrest. Let's throw that out there.
Pro se? No, sir. Pro se means for the self. Like you represent yourself. I am not going to use that public
What
defender.
does any of this have any relevance to do with what I'm trying to do and what they're doing to me?
You know what happens to most of those people? As they say,
a person here is to represent themselves as a full
party, correct.
Yeah, well, you don't know about our legal minds and our pro se litigants like myself that were able to set precedences in this state, asshole.
Well, no, I was told actually that if I...
We're going to go ahead and fast forward here to what Mr. John Romanowski's ass said.
I hear you.
Yeah, under the impression, this is a public easement that
This is not.
Last I checked, that's public property. I'm pretty sure it is. It's open during business hours with pending business.
Let's find out what else is going on here, okay? I get your status.
Listen to what John Romanowski says, people.
Yeah, the public property. Now, look who it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. You just want to leave?
Look who it is.
He has no business here.
Doesn't he look familiar?
Now, this man right here, John Romanowski, people, has been a plague on me being able to file any grievances with any county agency at all. At CPS, at ODJFS, everywhere. Start Metropolitan Housing Authority. This man right here has prevented me every time. And he comes up with this same bullshit spill. He has no business here. His case is closed. The fuck?
I understand he still gets services over at the other building, though. So he's no longer welcome here at Cornerstone because his case is closed. But
Because my case is closed. You hearing them? Evil bastard stays unimpeding, stays refusing to let me file grievance.
Now, that's what took place, my first attempt, my very first attempt after COVID, after they were all lifted, after the offices were finally opened up, even though City of Canton and Stark County remained closed over a year and 4 months past the COVID mandates being lifted by our governor on June 17th, 2021. People, I'm all about truth and transparency, and I have the documents, the receipts, the video footage, audio recordings, everything backing up what I'm saying. Go search it. Go find out when the state of Ohio lifted all COVID mandates and regulations as far as shutting down shit and opened our offices back up to us. June 17th, 2021. Why in the fuck was the city of Canton still closed all the way up until October of 2022? Now, for those of you who don't believe what I'm saying about, I was on public property. There was no reason to be chasing my ass around the parking lot. I filed a grievance with the Kansas City Police Department finally in regards to, God damn it, I want to get my paperwork. I want to be left alone. Your officers need to learn the laws and what our processes are. You think Officer Shackles or any of them, or Officer Nolte, Officer Bosley with the Kansas City Police Department found any wrongdoing at all with what happened? No. Professional standards complete regarding your personal complaint you filed as a result of the incident on March 24th, 2022 at 402 2nd Street. Your complaint alleged Officer McIntosh of the Kansas City Police Department acted outside the color law and threatened to arrest you and denied you the ability to speak with a supervisor. The Office of Professional Standards has determined that that's insufficient evidence to support the violation of our rules and regulations regarding the allegations. Case was assigned to Captain Bosley, who received your complaint and reviewed the available audio-video recordings of the incident. The alleged department violations with the dispositions of each are as follows. Cooperation with the public, unfounded. Unsatisfactory performance, unfounded. So it's perfectly okay for the Kansas City Police Department to, number one, be completely ignorant into the basic knowledge and laws of private and public properties. It's okay for them to threaten me numerous times with an arrest when I was legitimately the fucking victim in that moment, who was being chased around by armed security around a public parking lot for trying to obtain record information. But it's all unsubstantiated, right? They didn't do anything wrong, right? So in Canton Hall of Shame fashion, we went ahead and send a message. We went ahead and held a rally. And when I say we held a rally, boy, did we hold a rally. And in the process of holding that rally, we had to
Also,
mainly
as far as being able to file formal records requests with these agencies without having to worry about police being called on us.
the main thing we were trying to do was establish our rights, first of all, to let them know the difference between public and private property. And we succeeded. We held a rally in 2024. Recently in 2025, in March. And believe it or not, we had it a few days after the anniversary of that incident that took place over at CPS. And we want y'all to hear. Now, this was after Stark County Sheriff's Department had to come, because we were out here on this supposed private property being told by condescending officers like Robertson and Eckleberry about how we're on private property. If we pass certain laws, that they're going to arrest us. Well, we were having a rally in opposition to their $1.5 $4 million levy that Child Protective Services was trying to obtain that 68% of you idiots voted yes on, by the way, here in Stark County, to continue to keep trafficking and fucking taking our kids. To continue to keep abusing and molesting our children. To continue to keep shoving them in these foster mills to be abused, raped, trafficked, murdered, neglected. Y'all voted for this shit. And that's what we were out here trying to protest. And this is what we were out here trying to send the word out. Do you think the Canton Suppository got our side of this? No. Supposedly to them, we were only there to make some noise. No, we were there to raise awareness about all the shit that was going on. About Josh Brown's son and his 6-year-old son being molested and the caseworkers hiding it. And then conspiring to have the man charged with felony convictions, saying he threatened caseworkers for giving a hypothetical on Facebook what he would do if somebody were to put their hands on him. So I gave Canton City Police Department the fucking horn that day. Finally, after 2.5 years of all the bullshit, them not listening, them constantly wanting to make up imaginary lines, the Sheriff's Department told them, as long as we're away 10 feet away from that door, we're not blocking the entrance, and we have impending business, or even again, in that impending business, they don't get to sit there and determine what it is. If we're exercising a constitutionally protected activity, i.e. protesting, anything else, we're allowed to be there. So, this is my response to the Canton City Police Department.
You would get the same damn thing if you were one to be willing to come to the table and close the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, innocent. It's funny, right?
Thank you, sir.
It's funny, right, innocent? Your officers to me.
I was told I could go in here, so don't tell me.
Your other officer's got something else to do. Don't hold it over me now, serious. I don't care. You gaslighted the line, and that's enough. I'm tired of this bullshit gaslighting. You guys don't know the law.
Damn right.
You know all right. You aren't willing to listen to it. You want to tell us, boss, this is my property. If I got business at this building, you're damn right I do. You want me to file the records request right now? You want to be a condescending ass? Because last time I was here, you told me it was private and threatened me with an arrest. Your officer did. No, never once did we go inside, scream and yell. Never once did we sit there. See, would you like to listen to your own 911 call? Again, I'm tired of this gaslight.
That's all they do.
I'm tired of it. We're sick of this shit. We're tired. We're tired of you flipping the narrative on everything that we do here. We're tired of you being ignorant to the damn laws and threatening us and putting their hands on us and throw us in handcuffs. And we're tired of your professionalism and being condescending.
You're damn right we're yelling now. That's all you want to bring up is we're yelling and cursing.
You're very professional. You try to enforce a policy instead of enforcing the damn laws. I don't enforce it. I can't stand here. It doesn't matter what he told me. So what? That dude tells me to go kiss his ass and lick his boots. I gotta go.
And this is what they always do. I'm sitting here telling and chewing his ass out that if it wasn't for the Stark County Sheriff's Department coming and saving our ass right there in that moment to tell your stupid ass we're allowed to be here in this area, your ass was threatening us with an arrest. Your ass was threatening to take me to jail. Your ass, Eccleberry and Robertson, Henderson, were threatening to take the freedom away from a father protesting and speaking out against child trafficking. Shame on you.
Do it?
Thank you.
Exactly my point. Same as weird as that is to you, sir, that's as weird as it is to me that this man telling me I can't be on public property engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
They probably would have never given you guys any grief.
Again, screaming and yelling. Let's flip the narrative on a constitutionally protected activity. Do you know what the First Amendment is? How about this? I'm going to give you a test right now.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Ready? Give me the First Amendment. What are my 5 freedoms?
Listen to this shit.
Stuff. Things.
Yep.
That's the Canton City Police Department whole entire Canton City Police Department mindset. Chief John Gabbard, I'm calling you out. William Scheer, Mayor William Scheer, this is how your Canton City Police Department portrays and thinks about the First Amendment. The most sacred of freedoms that we have. Oh, it's just some stuff, some things, and this smart-ass condescending attitude that we have to deal with. This passive-aggressive, fuck you attitude we have to deal with. And we're not supposed to be mad about it? No, y'all are getting a fucking horn on this unprofessional shit and this ignorance. From this day forward, we're going to be on your asses like white on rice, like shit is on fly stink. And I'm telling you, your asses are never going to get rid of us on this until you get the basics down through your head.
See, exactly my point. See, that's how much you give a shit. So, hey,
This is when I wanted to go ahead and put them on film, and I put them on live.
I'm going to show the stigma.
And I brought in several cameras on them, and I asked the question again.
We got all adults. 100,000 people watching you guys. Would you like to be condescending?
Because y'all are assholes, that's why.
Yelling at me? Would you like me? Because you've been an asshole since I've been here. I haven't even. You have been an asshole.
You're laughing at us.
Have you heard my so damn funny now, is it? Have you not so damn funny now, is it? Why are not so damn funny now, is it? What did I?
Yes, Henderson was laughing her ass off, pushing people, pushing my constituents, telling us we can't cross lines. And here's the suppository. This chick never once asked us a single goddamn question while we were there. But CPS, Jerry Coleman, HHS, ODJFS, all were given a damn two-page article on reasons to support this bullshit levy. We got maybe 4 sentences. Oh, yeah, Justin Icey with the Canton Hall of Shame is a single father. He's upset about his case, and they're just there to make some noise. No, you didn't get any data, stats, statistics, facts on how we're the #1 trafficking hub in the nation, how this agency's reunification rate's only 50% nationwide, how 85% of the cases that they take on and they kidnap these kids, that the original allegations go unsubstantiated. No, you didn't get any information from us as far as why we were there.
I use you now. What did I use you? What did your whole damn department do?
There you go.
Why are you yelling at me? Because you're a condescending ass. You're unprofessional.
Are you yelling at me?
Listen and shut up.
You're a condescending ass.
And so that's why you
are a condescending, unprofessional ass. And you are kiki-king when there are victims out here. We don't like that shit.
So I can't have my own personal conversation.
Oh no, you got a certain decorum that you're supposed to be upholding while you're wearing that damn uniform.
Thank you.
You're setting the damn standard. You're supposed
What is that?
to get
Stand here quietly like this?
No, you're supposed to.
Why you yell at me?
You're supposed to give it.
Okay, I'll do that.
I was yelling at you when I first got here.
Continue.
Right? Is that the narrative you want to do? Okay, so let me find you calm me since you guys started doing this.
So what about killing us?
Okay. What's the First Amendment?
Right.
What's the First Amendment?
Listen to this.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You hear this shit?
The First Amendment doesn't matter. And that is the universal mindset of all of the Canton City Police Department, of all your leadership in the city of Canton, Ohio. It doesn't matter. Well, let me tell you something. It sure as fuck mattered today. And on this right here, you're going to see how powerful the First Amendment really is when people stand the fuck up.
My constitutional right doesn't matter. See, that's your whole problem. It's your whole department's problem. That's your whole department's problem. That's why no one likes Kansas City Police Department.
Thank you.
That's all you're trying to
That's
do
why
is
no
make
one
us
likes
look bad.
You don't do that. You're goddamn self. I don't gotta try.
Thank you.
I don't gotta try to make you look better. You're doing it yourself.
I don't understand why you're yelling.
Because see, you kidnap children, you attack dogs on people that are handcuffed on the ground, you drop kick people who got their fucking hands up on their knees, you beat the living hell out of people that sit there and say words to you that
I did.
life.
I did.
Oh, you've been more than willing to. I guarantee you've done it many a time. I guarantee you've done it many a time. I guarantee right now, you want inside so bad in the depths of your soul to put your hands on me. I guarantee you want both of you want to put me in a set of handcuffs right now and charge my ass because I'm saying things that go against your viewpoint discrimination that you don't like. I guarantee your ass is going to immediately, if the sheriff's department was not here to save our ass, you would be throwing my ass in handcuffs for disorderly conduct right now. That is what I know about your damn department. That's what I know about you just off of the 5 minutes that I met your ass here.
You know me.
Garbage.
You know
You're garbage as a human being, and that's why there's such a disconnect with your department. Well, that's why there's such a disconnect with your department, because the majority of the masses out here, you sort of think otherwise. And your lack of give a damn that you're showing here today proves just exactly what the hell it is I'm saying. It proves exactly how little you give a shit.
Share this truth, y'all.
Why'd you become an officer? Let's hear it. Everyone else is listening. Tell everybody why you became an officer. I'm asking you a legitimate question as a human being. Why did you become an officer?
So if I say you're right,
Why did you become an officer?
Answer a simple fucking question.
I'm asking, see, that's why. Y'all too pansy ass to answer simple questions, too.
Why don't you tell me why
Why did you become an officer?
Why are you here?
Why did you become an officer?
You can find that
I'm here because they're trying to get a $1.4 million levy to traffic and
Thank
kidnap
you.
our children.
Tell me why we're here. Thank you.
Why? Why are you here? Because you guys follow policy instead of following the law. That's
Tell me why you were here.
I'm here because I'm filing fucking records requests, I'm making exposure, and I'd like to do it in peace without having to worry about police being called on me because y'all are too damn ignorant to the law or too give a shit to learn about it.
What are you talking about?
You kidnapped me, you kidnapped my kids and claimed that I was under the influence of methamphetamine because you didn't like my outburst. Like y'all being in my home with no warrants.
Yep, got the drug test said otherwise, huh?
I'd like to be a witness for the bobcat.
Yep, see, they were saying we couldn't file records requests, so we're filing the records request right in front of their asses.
It's even your policy on these engagements to sit there when y'all are ignorant to the laws to increase your knowledge of it. You don't do that.
it makes me mad.
Isn't that in your policy? Am I lying about that? Am I lying when I say that? So why are y'all being condescending asses right now?
Especially you.
Sarcastic as shit, and you wonder why people don't like the Kansas City Police Department.
Boom.
No interest in closing the disconnect. Are y'all oblivious that like majority of the public out here can't stand your department? You brought it on your damn self. I'm more than willing to have a dialogue with y'all to sit there and close the disconnect and get you actually gassed out here and make sure that people think and look at y'all as a symbol of trust. I got more people contacting my page about their shit and their crack tapes and everything that they got in their neighborhood before they call you because they're too damn scared.
That's right.
Your public's scared of you. Does that concern you?
The public's scared of you
It
people.
is. It is. Very true. Would you like to see how many people have contacted me telling me how petrified they are of your fucking team? Come on. I dropped the F-bomb right now. You want to beat me up and arrest me now?
Yeah, they do.
I used it in an outfit.
Oh my goodness, don't say the F-bomb, don't curse. Language, people.
Right there. You're playing this agency right here for pulling your asses out here and wasting your damn time. They have no reason to call you out here. You got no reason to be here. None. We have a gentleman turning in a records request. Other than you want to press charges.
I was just showing you. Standing up here.
Because unless you get checked out, make
Now, this part right here, folks. Again, we have Kansas City Police who shows up trying to bark unlawful orders, telling us we gotta leave, we gotta do that. Go fuck yourself. What do? We call the sheriff's department out here and check their ass to tell them, no, that is public property. No, you can't arrest them for trespassing. No, you can't force them to fucking leave if all they're doing is out there protesting, turning in records requests. No, you can't be locking the front entrance doors and preventing people from coming in and out. No, you can't do none of that shit. And the sheriff's department had to come in and teach these guys a lesson since they didn't want to fucking listen to me for 2 years telling them you are ignorant to the laws of trespass. You are ignorant to where public and private property ends and begins. You are ignorant to the very basic of due processes that are entitled to us. And Captain fucking Marino had to show up. Listen to how he gets dragged. We do not play anymore with tyrants. And this man is one of the most notorious.
Hey, can I ask who you are?
And here he comes.
Well, I'm gonna ask anyway. Who are you? Oh, you're Captain Marino. You're the one that sits there like a spider.
Yeah, Captain fucking Marino. Pardon my language, but damn that man.
Let's get in our cars and go. That's right.
Yeah, all ass. You should have done it a long time ago.
Hey, Captain, I'm glad you guys could come out and just show the public how ignorant to the laws you are. Did you say yeah, tyrannical you guys sit there and
Yep, y'all on law enforcement policy, and then you guys showed up by the Stark County Sheriff's Department on what the laws are.
Captain, what did you talk about?
Look what one phone call from this agency can do just because people are trying to do
Yeah, but I think they got it.
That's right, people. We made Canton City Police Department get in their fucking cars and leave. No one went to jail. No one got arrested. No one was criminally charged. Every single person was able to file numerous records requests that day. And we stayed there at that facility, all on that property right there that was supposedly private. And this is the shit we've constantly been dealing with. Now, so everybody can see, my children were kidnapped July 29, 2019. All that happened July 29, 2019. This is my records requests right here asking, in quote, where is this supposed grievance or complaint that I personally filed with the Kansas City Police Department regarding July 29, 2019, when they snatched my fucking kids with no warrants and accused me of being under the influence of methamphetamine when everyone sees the drug test? Bullshit. Here's the proof. Filed with them, I'm asking copies of any grievance filed with Canton City Police Department or the City of Canton, Ohio, Law Department of the City of Canton, Ohio, prior to the date of December 21st, 2023, by me regarding my children involved in the incident number right there, 19-10023, and the case numbers 2019 JBC 00734, 2019 JBC 00735, and 2019 JBC 00736, stating the retaliatory actions to force eviction on Justin Nicely from the dates of July 24th and July 29th of 2019 of CPS, Kansas City Police Department, Stark Metropolitan Housing Authority, and the legalities to take custody of said children and the false allegation used to do such, the negligence and derelict of duty to help said family in their time of need, and forcing Justin Nicely to claim housing dependency under duress on October 17th, 2019, in order to give Justin Nicely's children back that afternoon with little to no follow-up. To this day, Kansas City Police Department has adamantly refused to show me a copy of this supposed grievance that they have claimed for years that I've already filed in regards to this matter prior to that date. And you want to know why they can't show it? Because it doesn't fucking exist. It doesn't fucking exist. I have never been able to file a complaint in regards to them kidnapping my children and coming into my homes with no warrants. Never. So I made a promise to the city of Canton, Ohio. I did. I made a wonderful promise to the city of Canton, Ohio. I promised them this is what's going to happen. This was the corruption call out. And I've come to you guys for... And it happened September 30th, 2024, when I went public. When Canton Hall of Shame came into fruition. I went public when I tried every route, every measure, every way possible to go about the basic due process entitled to me, y'all. So I went to City Council. Justin Nicely, former resident of 1124 13th Street Southwest over at the Jackson Sheriff Communities. Now I reside in Massillon. I've come to you guys for I don't know how long, past year and a half, telling you guys you have a problem. And I know I'm irrelevant. I'm just Joe Schmo, a random piece of crap that ain't none of y'all going to listen to. So I just decided that, you know what, it's been too long. I'm just going to come over here and call everybody out. Let's talk about how come the Canton City Police Department comes to my home and raids my house with CPS. Kidnap my kids off assumption alone, no court paperwork, nothing signed by a judge, no warrants to come into my house. Just a BS allegation that I'm under the influence of a substance that I've never touched a day in my life. Here's the drug test from July 29th from that day, stating that the only thing that was in my system that I've been more than open about and for my mental health care is nothing but marijuana. Let's talk about those
responsible is Star Metropolitan Housing Authority, who sit there and have documented conspiring to quote-unquote intentionally screw me, and did in my family's time of crisis. Let's go ahead and talk about those who kidnapped my kids and then took them and trafficked them in the system to New York. 3 separate trips, 3 separate cities, all in 1 month's time. That supposedly it never happened. Let's talk about how those that conspired to blackmail me to sign a piece of paper claiming housing dependency that you people caused, to sit there and give my kids back to sweep it all under the rug on October 17th, 2019, 3 months before we're supposed to go to trial. How about we go ahead and talk about our documented law director right here, Jason Reese, who's a documented liar, supposedly has no recollection of his personal acts of intimidation. But here's the still frames from the video, of a 19-minute video of him doing such, and in front of my 12-year-old son at that time. Now, anyone else also want to talk about his numerous open record law violations that I got him and his office documented on, and then their retaliatory conduct to try to press charges on people when they try to detain them? I'm not done yet. Let's go ahead and talk about our wonderful diverse safety director, Andrea Perry. Did you call 911 on me and 2 counselors October 23rd, 2023, claiming my name's Kevin Mullally to get a heightened response and have me ambushed by over 20 Kansas City police officers? Lady, my name's Justin Nicey with the Canton Hall of Shame. You're all going to damn well remember me after today. Now, let me talk about charges against the chief of police for setting me up November 7th, 2023, to come here to supposedly to file a grievance in which I'm set up to be attacked as soon as I come in through the security entrance. You guys can't release the video footage, you can't release the security lobby footage, you can't release body camera footage, but you sure as hell did release the social security numbers and birthdays of 2 of your city bailiffs in the discovery after you made me plead, and then threatened me to go to jail for calling you to return it back. Now here's the deal. We're bringing back the Constitution. One by one by one, we're bringing back individual independence. Advocates, if you guys are ready to fight these bastards, get in touch with me. Let's do this. We're going to bring you down one unlawful policy after another, and now that you poke this Papa Bear, I'm not going away until you come to the damn table. Do you understand? Have a nice night.
And that was the corruption call out that originally we had set prior. We had news media there. We had everyone there on September 23rd, 2023. And I encourage all of you, September 23rd, 2024. Apologize. September 23rd, 2024 was the day that they shut down the council meeting. They shut down the council meeting in its entirety in front of the news media, in front of everybody, and preventing me from being able to do the corruption call out that I put the news blast on every local channel out there. That place was packed on September 23rd. Every news agency was there. They allowed one speaker, Daniel Gates, and because Daniel was saying things that they didn't agree with and didn't like, they shut his speaking time down, cut him off with 1:30 still left on his time, and all ran like a bunch of pussy-ass cowards that the city council is into the side chambers to come out and say that they're ending the entire meeting, preventing me from doing that corruption call-out in front of the meeting, in front of all the media, in front of all the witnesses that were there to hear it. I had to do it the next week. And I did. And I made a promise and I made a vow that day. I'm coming for all of them. I'm coming for accountability to likes they've never seen. I am coming with the public shaming game the likes they have never seen. I am going to be on their fucking throats. I am giving them the horn that they damn well deserved after all the years of retaliation, threats, conspiracy to charge, setting up surveillance against us. No more. And we got a lot more to show. And unfortunately, I'm not able to show everything in one night. I gave you the chronological timeline of how Canton Hall of Shame came to fruition. I gave you every bit of information that you'll need to understand the foundation of why I'm out here fighting so damn hard for children and families all throughout the state, all throughout the country. And it isn't somebody just blowing smoke, people. I have the pro se litigations and case numbers showing that I have been able to set a precedent in this system when it comes to fighting back. And I succeeded, and I won, and I've done things that a lot of people have not been able to ever do. I'm one of three that was able to do it pro se. One of three that was only able to do it with paternity fraud to be able to maintain custody of their children, full custody, no system involvement whatsoever. And I was the only one to do it pro se. I promise you what we do is working. If what we did didn't work, if what we are doing is so fucking irrelevant, then why are they fighting so damn hard to silence one man? Why are they fighting so damn hard to make me be quiet? Why are they attacking me? Why are they charging me? Why are they hiding and destroying records information that we asked for? Why are they trying to go to the masses and say, oh, that guy's crazy? But yet, he's got the receipts for every fucking thing he says. They can call me everything. They can call me an asshole. You can call me, a prick. You can call me, belligerent. You can call me, unstable. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. But all these things that these people call me, everything that they got to say negative about Justin Nicely, the Canton Hall of Shame, everything we're doing, never once can they call me a goddamn liar. And we got a lot more. We're going to show a part 2 here this Friday. And we're going to show everything that was talked about in that corruption call-out video. We're going to talk about Andrea Perry, your safety director, when I tried to approach her back in October of 2023 to tell her about her Canton City Police Department, to tell her that she needs to start doing something about hitting their fucking pockets and their funding until they can get their shit together. When I went there with 2 counselors even as a mediators to set an appointment, how she set me up to be attacked by the Canton City Police Department and claim my name's Kevin fucking Mullally. And never once have I been able to file a grievance or complaint in regards to what she did to me and those counselors. We're going to be talking about Chief John Gabbard and I.A. Shackles. The Internal Affairs Department that you go to file complaints against the City of Canton Police Department. How they both conspired to set me up to be attacked on a preset appointment to be there on November 7th of 2023 by the chief's own demand to tell me to be there, only to show up and be attacked when I got there. And again, not only was I not able to file a complaint and grievance in the matter, they destroyed the video footage and records information in regards to the attack, even with numerous records requests put in for the information. Numerous video footage showing that the incident took place and that they even had to call an ambulance to disengage. Numerous inquiries for the footage after November 7th on all these dates that you're seeing here that I came to pick up the record information and kept being told it's not available. It's not available. It's not available. Even the day, my final day, when I went there on January 2nd of 2024, on my 4th inquiry to pick up the records information on the video footage of the attack that took place at the city lobby of the city building, and was attacked again and charged. We're also going to talk about Lou Giavasis conspiring with Ohio Rise and using the information that a caseworker gave him in confidence to share with the public to try to slander me as I'm mentally unstable. We're also going to show and share in part 2 video the truth, people, of why back on November 10th of 2025, just recently, that your city council shut down public speaking, and how the Canton Repository lied to the masses and perpetuated the city's lie to say they were threatened. They were threatened. It was a blatant lie. The City of Canton leadership, City of Canton, Ohio, the mayor, the council, the police, none of them have ever been threatened by us or my constituents. And they lied, and the repository helped them lie as the reason why they wanted to silence the public. They wanted to shut down one person. And that one person they wanted to shut down and silence was me. That's why they shut down public speaking. That's why when they made these stupid ass stipulations and new rules for the public speaking, that every stipulation they made damn well sure that it excluded me just and nicely from being able to talk at these meetings, to be able to tell the truth about what's going on in your city, to be able to inform the rest of the masses that these people are full of shit and they're lying to you. They're lying to every one of you out here. They don't care about you. They're going to continue to wastefully spend your money. They're going to continue with their tyranny with the Canton Police Department while a third of the budget keeps going to them. They're going to continue to cover up the fact that their settlement budget is completely capped right now, and they are facing so much goddamn litigation that they're trying to fine you all out here with these bullshit. Your grass is too long and all this shit. It's because they're trying to make up for where they're losing a shit ton of money because of their derelict of duty and negligence to be fucking leaders. Now, you all want to know how to fight back. You all wonder why I'm so belligerent, I'm so yelling. It's not because I haven't tried cordially to approach these people. It's not because I haven't done what I'm supposed to do at the level that I'm supposed to do it at. It's because of their lack of give a shit that I am the way I am now. There is no more being polite with tyrants. I don't fucking negotiate with terrorists. And they've shown me nothing else that that's exactly what the fuck they are. The only way we're going to beat this, ladies and gentlemen, is you have to stand up. Your speech is being taken away from you. Your right to redress grievance has been taken away from you. Your money that you are getting raped on as it is by the government is being taken from you. Your land's being taken from you. Our children are being taken from you. What is it going to take for you to wake up and realize the only way anything makes a difference is that someone more than my ass has to be out here fighting for this shit? Someone more than just me has to be out here standing 10 toes in to protect and exercise our basic fucking freedoms. It's going to require the masses all united on one front, equally fighting for the same cause. And what better cause that we all universally can fight for than the future legacy of our children? These children. What better fucking thing to fight for than kids? I don't give a shit about me. All I give a damn about is what future my children are going to have when it comes. My son, he's about to be of age here. He's about to be 18 soon. A few more years, dude, that kid is going to be an official adult, and I'm petrified about what the fuck world he's about to be coming into. As every parent out here probably is and should be. So we are sending a call out to the masses. Tomorrow, we will be approaching the County Commission of Stark County, 1:30 p.m., second story. We encourage you all to be there. 1:30 p.m., County Commission. We are going to be approaching the County Commission to start stepping up against city leadership or start stepping out with their fucking resignation. That's right, Richard Regula, I'm calling you out. Mr. Smith, with your little, special interests that you're having with these data centers and shit, not giving a damn about the public, you all running your policy enforcement and your tyranny here, trust me, you're all going to end up on a fucking defendant list by the time we're done. The whole goal and idea is they put every fucking one of you in a pair of handcuffs. We are not playing anymore when it comes to accountability. We're not playing anymore when it comes to our basic civil liberties and our rights and our freedoms entitled to us under the Constitution and under the First Amendment. When I said I'm bringing that back come hell or high water, a damn old minute, I don't care how many people I piss off in the process, but we are getting our rights back. If you all want to join in and learn how to do such, I will teach you how to protect yourself. I will teach you the foundational principles that will make you just as untouchable as I am when it comes to these assholes. And trust me, they are scared. They're scared of Justin Nicely, little old me. They're scared shitless of the Canton Hall of Shame. They're going to try to sit there and make it as if we're irrelevant. If we're so fucking irrelevant, then why are they gang stalking our platforms with their special investigation unit? Why are they gang stalking and surveillancing our platforms and setting up surveillance against us using SWAT and mobile fucking cameras and flock cameras to set up on us? On the trailers. If we're so fucking irrelevant, why are they spending $5,000 a month for a private public PR firm to make sure that they're getting good feeds in the news, to try to silence and control the fucking narrative of the truth about how they're legitimately raping every one of you out of your time, money, and resources? And they don't give a shit about nothing but their special interest and who has the most check to give them. All the while, the whole entire city, the same damn people have been in their tenure for over 2 decades. You guys keep voting in the same damn people to keep doing the same damn thing and expect some type of different results. That's called the definition of insanity. To continually keep doing the same thing with the same fucking people and expect something different to happen is the definition of insanity. City of Canton and its leadership have done nothing but sit there constantly, try to repaint a turd in all different colors and deny the fact that it's still a pile of shit. So we're going to bring a level of accountability that's never been brought to City of Canton and Stark County. We here at Canton Hall of Shame are going to hold our leadership all throughout, all the way up to the state level, to a level of accountability that they're supposed to have. We're going to make sure that our public servants are here to serve the people and be reminded that they work for us, not the other way around, people. This got fucking twisted somewhere along the line, and it's time to wake the masses up to the power is yours, it's ours, and it's not theirs no more. The Good Old Boys Club is done. And here's my call out, City of Canton, Ohio. Chief John Gabbard, you're gonna fucking come to the table. If you don't, I'm going to make you. And I'm going to make you do it with the best public shaming campaign you've ever seen. You want to come and bother us at our homes? You want to come and bother us while we're trying to sit there and be living in peace? We're going to come to you then. It's either you come and talk to us and you're coming to the table and you get a complete revamp on your entire fucking department of a bunch of tyrant-ass bullies that you got, ignorant tyrant bullies. And it's because of your piss-poor leadership and the trickle-down effect that we have this problem with the Canton City Police Department. No more. Since you want to fucking do that and you think it's perfectly acceptable and you want to keep running like a coward and not address these issues, you want to set people up to be attacked, Chief John Gabbard? Good. I found out where you're a parish out of the church, and I think I'm going to bring a crowd out there to where you worship on Sundays and fuck up your day and stand out on the public sidewalk with a whole bunch of signs letting everybody know the truth about Chief John Gabbard, how he sets members of the public up to be attacked, how he has no problem with his officers running around like a rogue-ass station acting like a bunch of fucking tyrants, beating the shit out of people, retaliating, conspiring, playing little fucking shenanigans and childish-ass games on your tax dime dollars. Fine. Chief Gabbard, we're going to start doing the same shit back to you. Your department wants to bully us. We're going to be the bigger bully. Jason Reese, you better answer my compliance letter, brother, or I'm going to start making several fucking trips to the city building. And I'm going to bring a crowd when I come. And we're all going to be live. We're all going to be recording. And we're going to be sharing your fucking condescending ass attitude with the masses. Andrea Perry, I don't even want to talk to your scandalous ass now by this point. First of all, you don't even know my goddamn name to call 911 all availables and have me stormtrooped by 8 officers who I got listed who stormed me out of that elevator. That, again, I still haven't been able to file a complaint on that matter. Yeah, you, Miss Andrea Perry, during your tenure, the crime rate has skyrocketed. People do not feel safer. The budget is constantly going to a bunch of rogue-ass fucking Nazis, and you're not doing a damn thing about it except encouraging and perpetuating the cycle that you have been. You don't deserve $126,000 a fucking year. Andrea Perry, you don't deserve a 16% pay increase. That's for damn sure. You deserve to write out your resignation, and you're going to go. Message to the City of Canton Council. We're coming for y'all. We're coming for your places and your seats and your little fucking thrones that you're sitting on since you don't give a shit. And if you think that you're going to try to silence me, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get fucking worse from here. Mark my words that we are coming like a hellfire you have never seen. Mark my words when I say that I've been able to attract the attention of the fucking nation. Make no mistake when I say that, trust me, y'all are in the national spotlight. Investigations are open. People are fucking resigning for a reason all across the state. You're going to continue to keep doing the shit you're doing. I promise you, by the time we're done, you're leaving your tenure. We're going to force you to fuck out. We don't want you no more. So, here it is. All city leadership, all county leadership, you either come to the table and you're going to answer legitimate fucking questions that have been asked for many years. You're going to quit your retaliatory shit and your fake ass bullshit charges that you trump people up on because they say shit you don't like or because they're confronting you for prior behavior. Or we're coming like you've never seen before. And we're coming with our foots on your fucking throats and we are giving you all the horn whether you like it or not. And I encourage all of you, join us. Join us because I'm telling you now, this isn't a game anymore. I got Jay wanting to come in here to add some input here. Let everybody know I do have pre-trial August 10th. Criminal trespass from public property when I was illegally removed for the second time from a council meeting. I hadn't even been able to get into the meeting at that point. That happened on May 18th. Kansas City Police Department once again removed me from a public lobby and threw me the fuck out of the building and then charged me for putting 1 foot on the steps of the city building for a criminal trespass. Tried to steal my goddamn phones, and if it wasn't for the sake of the masses blowing theirs up and saying, yeah, why do you have his shit, I would have never got my property back. People, what we do works. It just takes the group and the masses to do it. It takes more than just one person saying something. It takes a whole bunch of people putting 10 toes in and fighting back and say, you're fucking wrong. No more. We're done. So guys, we're going to bring out the part 2 video. I promise you guys, this exposure campaign that we're doing is something that needs to be told. It's a story that needs to be shared with the masses. And I figured that if I gave this video here now, you guys can get a better understanding on my fight, on why I do what it is that I do, why I'm so adamant to sit there and make a change and make a difference to what it is right now. Maybe you guys can get a better understanding that I'm not this belligerent asshole, and I do have substance and standing on the reasons for being pissed off. I'm hoping you all share this video all throughout the local platforms, all throughout any First Amendment auditors, any type of constitutionalists, any type of conservative forums, any type of, advocacy groups or, corruption groups, anywhere and anywhere. Share this video because part 2 is coming out Friday night, 9:30 p.m. We encourage you to join us at Canton Hall of Shame. That's 9:30 Eastern. We're going to have a part 2, and we're going to be sharing more videos, more internal audio recordings, more, audits and hidden video recordings of what they do. And I'm telling you, none of it's legal. Every damn bit of it has gone unaccounted for up until now. So, guys, I appreciate you all watching. Again, remember your rights, foundationally, record. Record, record, record. We say it 3 times because it's that goddamn important. Record everything, every engagement that you have with these people, every conversation, everything. It's going to be your saving grace to where it'll protect you and your family. I love every fucking one of you guys. I would not be able to do what it is that I do. Me and my people would not be able to do here at what we do at the Canton Hall of Shame if it was not for you all and your support. And when I say that I have been shown support, the likes I've never thought were capable of. I've been shown so much love and support all across the country. And I thank every damn one of you out there. You guys are a blessing. You are the real soldiers out here. You are the change that's going to make the difference out here. Special shout out to Don Finley out in New York with Pirate the Politician, and Mary Skelly out there tearing it up. And Troy is going to be put on the map, something serious. And they are also one of our beautiful constituents and statewide advocates that are joining in a group of hashtag Stand Up. Special shout out to Angel Advocacy and Charlene and Connie Reguli out there in Jersey area, Tennessee. Special shout out to Justin Harley with the Ohio Justice Wall of Shame and his investigative tactic being phenomenal, man. He's like the Nikolai Tesla of investigations and finding out information. Big shout out to Jay Limo and our tech guy that's been able to sit there and pull through the masses and do so much wonderful work as far as helping us being able to share the platform and get the work out there. Big shout out to the Missouri Mama Bear from hell. If anybody doesn't know about Christine Renee Haley, I encourage you all follow her, check her out. I want to give a huge big shout out to those of the like-minded and legal geniuses of Lewis Ewing out there in Washington, who is setting the foundation and the pioneer of being able to stand up against a corrupt tyrant system, and especially those with the Title 4D, 4E, and the family courts. I want to spend this, special shout out to every single one of our people and constituents out there. Josh Brown, another father who's currently fighting the system right now, who is just recently successful in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals to be able to try to get reunification with his son. Free Tyreek Brown, hashtag Free Tyreek Brown. If you have not followed his story, we encourage you to please jump on board his train. He's out here. Special shout out here locally to people to the likes of like Kai Dillon, who has taken that stand and started speaking out and is doing exactly what it is that we've been trying to teach and encourage everyone out here to do the same. There's so many people out here that have been able to inspire me, teach, learn, and also get involved with and build this family. And to every one of you guys, I love every one of y'all, and I thank you so damn much, because without y'all, we wouldn't be where we're at today as far as being able to legitimately make a real difference and change. So with that being said, y'all, it's time to hashtag stand up. Anybody wanting information, we're going to be holding events all throughout this month and next month, all throughout the summer. We're going to be hosting open seminars and Q&As and teaching you how to prepare and protect yourself from the system in ways that you can help yourself, your family, and things that you can do to help fight back. We're not going to ever ask you for your money. We're always going to ask you for your time. I love every single one of you guys. It's time to get off your ass, light that fire, share this video with everyone. Part 2 coming out Friday night, 9:30 p.m. We encourage all of you, join us, because it is one that you're not going to want to miss, and it is a mass expose on the true character of your real leadership. We're going to be building that village. You're damn right. Hashtag stand up. I love you guys. Good night to every one of y'all.